How's it going, everybody? So today I'm doing the trailing arm install. First thing first, I do need to have a quick tidy up. It is 8 degrees today, so I'm actually in a coat for the first time this year, other than, you know what I mean, first time in a long time. So what I need to do is have a quick tidy up. There's a lot of stuff I need to broom up, like excess MIG wire and stuff. I'm going to put all my tools away, but before I do all of that, what I am going to do, obviously I'm really hoping I'm still seeable. I think I am. What I'm going to go ahead and do first before I start anything is just get some WD-40, and where I've already emptied this arch to do the welding on this brake line, I'm going to give it a quick daffy of WD just to let it sit whilst I clean the garage. That's just going to free up that screw in hopes that by the time I come back I can give it a quick wire brush and with any luck it'll crack loose without rounding. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so I've got my nice HEL blue lines mounted up to one of my calipers. They come with a fitting kit. You get nice stainless steel banjo bolts and copper washers. You also get the retainer clips that stop excessive movement once you've got this bracket set where you want. I've got these hand tight. I'm not going to nip them up until I actually get them on the car, which is 34 Newton meter. It does say the recommended is of lowest of 19mm to a max of 34, so luckily with Hondas it is 34 Newton meter anyway. So they should be tight enough that they won't leak when I initially mount them. But basically what I'm going to have to do is get it mounted this side and then basically just knit this up to 34 Newton meter, and it should be pretty safe, to be fair. And then I'm just going to cable tie it up out of the way whilst I start installing the trailing arm. That's where I'm at now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do the same for the other caliper, and I'll see you guys when I'm around the other side of the car. Alright guys, we're around the back of the car. I've got my handy brake nut spanners, which is like a mixture between a combi 12 point and an open end, so that you can get over the brake pipe and basically get a bit more bite. Obviously normal flat end open spanners have a tendency to round these nuts. I've never let them down before, but you know, you never know, today could be the day. Okay, so funny thing happened. The nut did round, so what I've had to do is use 2 pairs of mole grips to crack them loose. So what I'm going to have to do is thread the new brake line onto here, which luckily has like a 17mm nut on it. Tying it up the best I can with the grips, and in the future look to cut this piece out and replace it. Obviously you could just buy a new piece and you basically crimp them together, so that's what I'm going to do. But for now I'm going to very quickly and surgically take this apart and try not to make a mess. Do now, same thing, 17mm. Sorry the lighting's not better, guys. I'll try and work on that when I do the other side. Okay, so that's that one nipped up. Got a little clip removed earlier, that's going to sit in here, and that is going to hold this in place. I'm going to use this body hammer because again, too lazy to go to the other side of the garage. Alright, there you go, solid. Oh, gutted that rounded. I could probably expect the same thing the other side, but at least we know there's a way around it. Comes in handy to have mole grips. I have like 6 pairs of these in all different sizes, so 100% recommend that, guys. If you round your nut, just get yourself your mole grips, do them up as tight as possible. Get it off, make it so that it'll work, and in the future replace it so that it's all good again. Alright guys, so obviously I'm going to move to installing the trailing arm now, so I'm going to move the camera. See you in a minute. Alright guys, I'm hoping the lighting's a bit better. I'm under the car with the trailing arm now. Basically, sorry, I'm just looking at something quick. It's not too heavy. I'm hoping I can just lift it up in one swift swoop, but obviously there's always a chance I won't be able to, but I am going to try. Just removing the tow arm bolt at the back. So let's see what happens. It's the tow arm in. One of our bolts. Got a bit higher. Gun quick. Oops. Just nip that up a little bit just to take some of the weight. And then we've got a second bolt. Put that up here. I think that's in. Yep. Move that up, get a gun, zip it up. Not doing these all the way, just doing them enough to take some of the weight off of me, like I say. And then we need a tow arm bolt, which I know you guys ain't going to be able to see, unfortunately. But basically, I'm sure you guys know what it is. I'd like to show you, but obviously it's in a really precarious position, as is my copper grease. So I'm going to get some of this out quick. Throw the lid down, give it a quick dip in that, just like that, and there's some sort of hair in there, that's cool. Like I say, it's not super hands-on, and something's just falling on my foot, but knows what. Gonna do these up sort of a couple of hits like that. Come back out again. Oh crikey, ow, my back. So next thing is to reinstall my lower control arms. Or sorry, lower control arm. I've not got to the other side yet, so I'm going to put a big daffia grease on this. And I mean, if you're wondering why I'm not talking none of this up, I am going to do it, but all in one hit at the end. That's just easier for me. So that's how I'm going to do it. We'll do it. Nearly. Right, just like that, and then I'm going to move the camera just to here. I'm really struggling to get it to focus. I'm really trying to get the light for you guys, but it's so awkward. Next thing up is our shock absorber. So obviously, like I said before, I've got the yellow speed dynamics. So basically what I'm going to do is thread the nuts through the top of the shock tower and then jack up the lower control arm and poke the bolt through. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So they were just the washers, so that the fork doesn't get crushed inwards as you do them up. And then obviously we need our camber arm reinstalled. Again, I know guys, this is probably a bit janky camera angle. I am still getting used to this, but I think you know the basic principle of what I'm doing right now. Reverse it till it pops. There she goes. Sorry for that, guys. I filled my storage up on my phone. I didn't realise I hadn't cleared my recycling bin. Alright guys, so basically what we've done so far is installed the trailing arm, the caliper, the coil over the camber arm and the lower control arm. So basically everything that needs assembling up here is done. Obviously it all needs torquing up. The only thing I really need to do now is attach the brake line bracket to the back of the trailing arm, run the handbrake cable, which I won't do a video of because it's just tedious. But as I said, everything else is in. So that's one side done. Apologies, I didn't realise my camera stopped a couple of times because I'd run out of storage. I thought I'd cleared the space, but it turns out I had to clear the recycling bin, which I didn't even know was a thing, to be honest. So everything's on. I'll show you what we have done if I have a quick look. As you can see, everything is on and together, everything looks good. So what I'm going to do is go and have a drink and then I'll start disassembling the other side. So I'll see you guys soon.